now that you've seen the progress that everyone is making who's participating and some finishes and all the good stuff, now I would like to introduce you to my next canvas, which again, as I mentioned, I did get in PR from PaintSomeWay. I saw this image and I thought, what kind of a really weird, crazy, but cool idea for the event this month. And so when I saw it, I had to get it. We're kind of going to review this a little bit here too. I just want some generalized observations here. This canvas has been flattening for several weeks now, and under weighted, flattened conditions, and we still have some creasing in here. If I had the forethought, the time, and whatnot, I could do things to help fix this, like iron it and whatnot. However, I'm just going to kind of work it up as it is, because this is how it came to me. And I did, an average amount of flattening, and I'd like to see how it all pans out without having to take extra steps. So it is what it is. All right, you guys, are you ready? This one's kind of crazy. I'm warning you. It's really weird. Here we go. This is a 40 by 60. Can I get it all in frame? Not really, but there you get the idea. This is a 40 by 60. Sorry for the glare, but it's a McDonald's factory. Yes. And it's kind of an abstract piece. I'll show you a picture here of the origin art and we'll kind of talk about it. Again, this is a 40 by 60 canvas. The material is it is pliable, and bendable, movable, and it seems to be like a fabric plastic, like vinyl-y type mix, which is fine with me. Back here, there's like a no broccoli sign. There's a cup of soda pouring out. It's kind of hard to tell here, but you can see it in the thumbnail we're going to look at in the picture I posted. There's like a Big Mac over here. There's the McDonald's Golden Arches. There's some French fries, Ronald McDonald's portraits back here. There's like some oil pouring down here. We've got some people working on an assembly line conveyor belt. Oh, here's the Big Mac right here. This might be the Happy Meal situation, but it is like a factory where, almost like a vehicle producing factory or some kind of conveyor belt, machinery factory, but for McDonald's food. I just thought this was like the coolest, weirdest thing, and how perfect for our event. So let's go ahead and measure our canvas. So they tell us that this is a 60 by 40 centimeter. So let us see what our drill field is. 40. Is this a true to size? We are at 59.5, so I'm calling it 60. That's close enough. This is a true to size canvas, you guys. So the drill field itself is the 40 by 60, and we do have some big fat borders that don't take away from our drill field, which is nice. This is a round drill canvas. And here we've got the serial number, and as you can see, it says AB. So guess what? We are getting some ABs in this. I'm excited to see what they are and where they are. But let's take a look at the table here and how legible it might be. I do notice some dark on dark, which is a little concerning. This L, this lowercase b, W. We'll have to take a look at the canvas itself and see if it's scarier on the legend than it is on canvas, because sometimes that is the case. It looks like it is not in any kind of discernible, orderly order. But it's a mixture of symbols, letters, and numbers. That's kind of a bummer, but that's all right. Then we do have the serial number and size up in the top right and the bottom left, along with that table and the thumbnail. Want to see the thumbnail? Yes. Okay. We do have some fraying on the edge. If that's of concern to anyone, it's not me, but you know, if it affects your enjoyment of the diamond painting or mounting process, you may need to know that. Here is a picture of the thumbnail. Look at that. Workers working on a conveyor belt, pumping out McDonald's food. French fries in the background, getting some oil poured on them, a soda and a Big Mac down here, the golden arches, Ronald McDonald's portrait, Happy Meals. It's so weird. It's so weird. I couldn't pass this up, you guys. Like, the chance to just be weird, twisted, and kind of make fun of a beloved, you know, American fast food institution. Well, beloved by many, hated by others, but you know. So what do we get in here? We did get a standard kit, which unfortunately got misplaced. I'm sorry, but just know that it does come with a starting kit. It has the boat, the pen, the tweezers, and the wax for you. And then I have the sleeve of drills. This is pre-kitted. Sorry about the crinkle. It's pre-kitted if you work out of baggies, so that's really nice. One of the stickers came off of a baggie and it's on the outside. That's kind of weird and bad. Wait, it says number 51. I don't have, this is only 40 colors, so confusion, because this says 53. I'm confused. So ignore that part, I guess, for now. Maybe we'll find out what that is. But there's a 51 sticker here and a 53 sticker here. This is only 40 colors. So I'm a little confused, but there is no other discerning identifying markers on these drills. So, oh, maybe there is. Hold on. The baggies themselves don't have it, but there is a sticker here that indicates the serial number. Does it match? Yes, it does. And the size of the canvas. And 40 colors. So, yeah, you could store these separate without a label if you needed to. But anyway, here we go. I'm just going to dump these out because we are going to kit this up. All right. Let's take a look. We got baggies here. I'm picking out some ABs, I see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like we're getting 4 ABs in this kit. I want to see our colors. Let me turn the light back on so you can see them. I was wanting to avoid the glare on the thing here, but we've got some maroon and red family going on here. And then it kind of morphs down into some orange, burnt orange type of family of colors. There's our trusty 741 and 740. I think that's like mandatory in any diamond painting that even thinks about orange. It seems to be my experience with it anyway. We do have a brown category here. Is this our 310? It sure is. We've got the black. Here's some more brown family. Brown family. This is kind of orange morphing into the yellow a little bit. 742. Yep, we've got the family. 40, 41, and 42 right there, you guys. It's funny, I've been noticing that a lot lately. And we got just the one yellow. Hello, golden arches. Don't we need more than that? We'll see. We've got some green. This is like a really dark purple. This kind of would go up in here. Some mustardy, some brownish red, some hamburger brown, some bun brown, some questionable brown. Something I don't want to see on my Big Macs. These are kind of more mustardy, kind of go in the middle here. I'm just kind of laying out some color families for you guys to get an overall view, an idea of the color palette. This is like a blue-green. Here, this will go over here. Oh, 743. Even the extended family is here. Good golly. This looks to be a brown also. We do have this weird just rose color, like off by itself, and this kind of, I don't know, tanny orange color. 943, that's going to be one of the darker colors. And then we got green and blue. These are kind of the three outliers. A green, a blue, and a rose color kind of don't fit in real close with the rest. But here's our color family if you're curious. And so we'll pick these up. We're going to scoot these off to the side. I want to see, because I'm nosy, I want to know where these ABs are going to live. I'm going to guess. Let's see. We got like a red. These red ABs always look hot pink to me. It drives me nuts, but you know, what can you do, right? We've got like this mahogany. It's like a reddish brown. We've got a tan. We've got how did you sneak in here? You're not an AB. We've got a red 606, but looks more hot pink to me. And then we've got this like khaki brown. So here's our ABs. 20. Let's see. We got number 7, which is symbol. Let's start with the first one. 7 is symbol Q. Q. Oh, that's bright. That stands out. It's right here behind the McDonald's signpost. Let's look at what is that? I can't tell from the thumbnail what that is right here, but maybe from the picture, I'll be able to tell when I look up the picture. And yeah, the French fry box is also going to be this Q symbol. So basically anywhere we see that bright red, like this one that jumps out and smacks you, it's right here, it's right here, it's in the background here, it's highlighting something down here. There's ketchup over here on the big, wait, why would there be ketchup on a Big Mac? I don't know, but yeah, the red's going to be this real bright smack in the face red. That's an awful lot of that symbol for the amount that we got. Say a little prayer for me. I'm terrified now. Like after that Ghost Girl situation with the other company, I'm scared. I'm running out of drills. I'm an alarmist. That's scary. Let's see. The other AB symbol is going to be our 919. Number 20. Letter A. So letter A. We're looking for this mahogany color, letter A. Let us see if we can find an A. And while we're looking, take a look at the canvas. It is pretty clear, but there are some dark on darks that are kind of concerning. I do have a light board, so I should be okay, but I'll let you know if I'm not, but that's kind of scary to look at, to be honest. Now, I do see some of these AB drills here. The letter A is back in here. Seems to be on some of the shadowing here on the building. There's some A's sprinkled in here. But yeah, the image itself is a little fuzzy. The symbols are clear, but the base art image seems to be quite fuzzy to me. Do you guys notice that too? We'll take a look when I set it down. I'm still looking for more A's. So yeah, there's the ABAs seem to be in the shadowing of the building here and here. There's some in the shadowing over here with these bright red ABs. So they seem to be sprinkled out throughout. Anywhere you see brown seems to have like a sprinkling of this like mahogany red brown AB. And then we've got number 32, which is AB 3776. Number 32, you're a question mark, and you're kind of like a lighter brown. My eyes are drawing me kind of to this area. Let's see if we can find a question mark. I see a question mark like right here. So, and right here and right here. Okay, so this up here is going to be AB accented for some reason. And are we some question marks down here? Maybe. No, it's a similar color, but not question marks. Interesting. Oh, question marks down here on the conveyor belt. We're going to highlight the conveyor belt with ABs. Okay. Yeah, let's highlight the manual labor going on there. I have an AB trying to escape out of this sealed baggie, which is odd. So let's just open it, let it drop back in, and yep, zip it back up. Then we've got 3863 number 40, which is a capital T symbol. I did see those. Oh, I see some more question marks through here too. So this seems like it might be like sneezed on ABs, except for the red. The rest seems to be kind of sneezed in terms of it's sprinkled here and there in the relevant colored areas. I'm not sure how I feel about that, but I want to see what it looks like when it's done. T's. Okay, so I see some T's throughout here, this portion all throughout. So this is going to be over here behind the french fries, around the Ronald McDonald picture here. Shoot, I would have AB'd his Mr. Ronald McDonald there, but that seems to be like over in here is where we're going to find this like lighter, you know, lighter khaki brown sort of, oh, sorry, wrong one. This khaki brown sort of AB. It's going to be back in here somewhere. I would have used this to highlight the, like maybe the meat, and this, the bun, and, you know, this one for Ronald McDonald's hair. And I like the French fry box idea, but, you know, maybe this, something to do, I don't know, the soda or something. I don't know. That would have been what I would have done, but I didn't do this. So we'll see how it turns out. But yeah, there is our canvas. It does have one of those chintzy thin sheets. The stick is, it could be better, but it's not bad. It is sticky. And again, I want to ask you guys, let me know in the comments below, do you see this too, the image being kind of fuzzy? The image doesn't look as clear to me as I would like. I mean, I am seeing the elements, but it's just in person. I'm looking in the viewfinder. In the viewfinder, it looks more crisp, but in person, it just really looks fuzzy, like out of focus. Little nervous about that, but this is our second canvas for our Food June situation, and let's go ahead and kit it up. And I'll do some Ilene's, you know, nosy questions too, and I'll tag some other creators, and if they're brave enough, they can answer the questions in one of their whip-in chats. But you never know, some people aren't brave enough. All right, let's get into the kit up. Okay, so I'm ready to kit up, but first I kind of want to kit down the previous canvas. So here's what we're going to do. Instead of making you guys suffer through my entire kit up, what I'm going to do is answer these questions from Ilene that she tagged me for, and while I kit down, because it's just easy enough to read and answer questions while I'm pouring drills into containers than it is for me while I'm trying to focus on kitting up. I will include you on the kit up, but we'll do like a faster, condensed, fast forward version of the kit up. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'll do the first couple steps to show you in case you're new and learning, or, you know, looking for inspiration or ideas on how you might want to kit up, and then I will, you know, skip to the next step, so you'll get to see the whole process but not the entirety. How's that sound? Good? Okay, so let me get my containers and we'll start pouring drills and emptying these and answering questions. Okay, I'm such a dirty liar pants. So basically what we're going to do is I'm going to kit down the fried chicken canvas. Now that I've introduced you to our next work in progress for the June food event, I'm going to kit down the fried chicken diamond painting so I can use this set again, and I'll answer Ilene's nosy tag questions, and I'm going to tag some of you other creators, so prepare thyself if you're brave enough to answer. That'd be awesome. And then just know that I will be kitting up this, and the next whip you see for the June event will be the McDonald's factory, but I'm not going to make you stick around for the kit up for that. Okay? Okay. It just turns out that the plans changed today, and I'm going to be kind of having some time and then no time and then some time, and it's just, I'm not going to be able to film it, you know, like smoothly. So sorry. You've seen many, many kit ups, I'm sure, of mine and other people's, and you know how it goes. But if you really want to see a kit up, go check my kit up playlist and, watch me kit up one of those and pretend it's a McDonald's factory. Okay, all right, so let's go ahead and get the funnel ready. And we got the boat of safety, a little boat of pouring, we got the funnel, and we're ready. Are these in numerical order? What? No, they aren't, but they're close enough. All right, so, okay. Woo, Mushy's having a day. All right, 154. So the first question, we're going to have some overflow. I might have to whip out my balls. The first question is, what is the one? You know what? This is not the right question list. Oi. Okay. Now I have the right question list. Gosh darn it. Learn to read, Mushy. Okay, so the first question is, if you could have any exotic animal as a pet, what pet would it be? Or what animal would it be and why? Oi. Guys, I'm honestly not the world's biggest fan of a lot of popular exotic pets, like snakes and tarantulas and spidery things and lizards, and just sorry, I can't handle it, the creepy crawlies. Now if it's let me look and think in the realm of cute and fuzzy. Surprise. I don't know. I mean, my first thought was kind of like koala, but then, chlamydia, so no thanks. I don't know. I think it was Eileen. I heard her say kangaroo, which, is a valid, kind of cute, fuzzy situation, but then they punch and spit and stuff, don't they? They're pretty mean, I think I've heard, right? So yeah, we're not gonna go with that. What about, is an ostrich or an emu, are they exotic enough to be considered exotic? That might be all right. My daughter had a friend in California whose parents had this kind of exotic animal farm, and they had a zebra, but I heard those little suckers are runaway drills. What are you doing? Where are you coming out at? Stop. They're escaping. They had a zebra, but if I'm not mistaken, they kind of kick and bite and charge and stuff, not as friendly as some movies, cartoon movies might lead one to believe. But maybe an emu or an ostrich. Peacock. Sundown's had peacocks before, so we could do a peacock. Okay, that's my answer, I guess. Emu, ostrich, or peacock. Are those exotic enough? If they're not, well, tough titties, it is today. All right, the next question. What is one of your favorite memories from your childhood? Well, I'll tell you what my least favorite memory is. You want to hear that? Okay, so please do not, this is a disclaimer. Please do not think ill of my parent, my father. Sorry, Dad, if you're watching. Do not think ill of my father. You please have to remember that times have changed. Times are different. Some of you may be old enough to remember things like spankings and switches and belts and all that, corporal punishment, paddles at schools. That stuff was acceptable, right? So bear this in mind. At the time that this occurred, it was common, acceptable, and standard parenting practice, generally speaking, to institute some form of corporal punishment for your children. I mean, parents, signed waivers for schools to spank us with those wooden paddles with holes in it and stuff. I mean, it was acceptable and common at the time, where it is not now. So don't be mad now for something that was okay then, okay? Because he wasn't a bad man, and I'm not saying he was, but don't hate on my dad. Okay, That's all I gotta say about that. One of my least favorite memories was I was little, and he took me to my first movie at the movie theater. It was Cinderella. It was Cinderella at the movie theater. And this was Mushy's first movie, and the time Cinderella came out in the movie theater, Mushy was very, very young. I think he said I was like maybe 3. Mushy was young Mushy. And I should have left this washi on. Oh well. And Mushy hadn't learned the proper, movie theater etiquette yet. Okay. And was refusing to listen, out of excitement, refusing to listen to Dad. And apparently I was being like the world's worst child in a movie theater butthead situation. I was, bugging other people. I wouldn't sit in my seat. Thought it was a game for him to like, haha, I'm not in my seat, come get me. No, I won't come here, you come here, type of thing. I was being a jerk, okay? And middle of the movie, my dad is like, if you don't come here, we're leaving. You're not going to get to, see this movie, we're leaving. And I'm like, neener, do your worst, Dad, type of, young child attitude. Screaming. I was full blown out of control in this movie theater. And he caught me. He sure did. He took me out to the parking lot. He took me out to the car, and I received what was called the infamous, what is known in my family as the infamous Cinderella spanking. I am 45 years old, and I remember vividly the memory of the Cinderella spanking. Conveniently, I don't remember what a jerk I was in the movie theater, but I remember that Cinderella spanking. It wasn't, he never spanked as a, like, I'm gonna hurt you kid thing. It was like a love tap sort of thing, you know what I mean? It was just like a boop boop, but just the audacity of someone to smack my hiney, that was like, oh, what? Kind of like when you stub a toe or, you bonk something and your immediate reaction, your instinct reaction is ow, but then you think about it for a second and realize I didn't hurt anything. Why did I say ow? I'm not hurt. It was that. But yeah, that's like it's not my favorite memory, but it's like one of my more vivid ones. Boy, I'm sorry I'm putting you through the ringer, Dad, because another kind of not favorite, I guess it is now that I'm grown. But when I was about that same age, Halloween time came around, and my parents dressed up, I guess put me to bed for the night, right? Okay, it's, Halloween. It wasn't Halloween night yet, I don't think. Or if it was after trick-or-treating. I think maybe that was it, and they were going to a Halloween party or something. But they had put me to bed, and I refused to stay in bed, probably hopped up on candy, and they were getting all costumed up as vampires. So when little baby, not, I should say little baby, but when little toddler, young child, about 3 years old, Mushy, went to bed, Mommy and Daddy looked like Mommy and Daddy. When a stubborn little jerk Mushy decided that she had spent enough time pretending to be asleep and quietly playing when she was supposed to be asleep in her room, and decided to come out and hang with the adults, and ask for things like milk, water, I have to go potty, or whatever. All the things that little kids try to stall bedtime for. Yeah, my parents were waiting for me. I did not realize that they were waiting for me, but they were. So I come out into the quiet, dark house, and I walk down my quiet, dark hallway. I'm creeping because I know I'm not supposed to be up. I know there's a 50-50 shot that they're going to be upset with me for being awake because it was way past my bedtime. So, you know, I crept like little kids do when they know they're not supposed to be out of bed, and they are, right? And I creep down the hallway. Mommy? Nothing. Daddy? Nothing. I'm creeping, and waboo! All of a sudden, from a side room, the door swings open and out pops Vampire Daddy. And then I'm like, oh, I froze, I guess. I shrieked. I look down the dark hallway, and at the other end of the dark hallway is Vampire Mommy. They had all the blood and the capes and, you know, all that. And, young Mushy literally got the pee-pee scared out of her. I guess I just, the story goes, I just stood there and peed myself in the hallway. Just stood there and peed. And then my parents had the hardest time trying to convince me that it was them. I was like, you're not my mom and dad. I can laugh about it now because, like, I'm an ornery parent, and I don't know, I'm amused now. But then, apparently not. My parents felt so bad because they were, you know, they were like, well, that'll teach you to get out of bed. They were decked out. They were getting ready to leave for a Halloween party, and I was supposed to have been long asleep, you know. They weren't going to take all the white face paint off and the blood drops and change clothes real quick just to put me back to bed before the babysitter got there, you know. So what else were they going to do? Well, yeah, if she gets scared, whatever. Yeah, that's a funny one-ish, kind of. My parents weren't mean, you know, but they were pranksters, and they were tough lovers, and, you know, old school, well, what I'd consider old school stuff, but yeah, but that's about the same age. Or one of my favorite memories is, my dad. I realize now that I'm older, all it really was is he just wanted to watch his basketball game, like, as uninterrupted as possible. But I thought, you know, this is just like a cool thing, you know, Dad wants to do with me. But I loved building a blanket fort out of, like, our bar stools and tall chairs and blankets, and he would build me a blanket fort to play in while watching the basketball game. It would keep me occupied. And then I had this walkie-talkie set, and he would walkie-talkie with me, and he would do character voices, Looney Tune character voices, and I would think I was talking to, like, Donald Duck or Bugs Bunny, but it was really my dad. So yeah, I think that might be one of my favorite childhood memories, is the blanket forts that were really just distraction for little young Mushy, a little fun distraction thing so that he could watch the game. And the walkie-talkie voices that he would do. Oh, and feeding ducks. He would take me to feed ducks at the pond. I mean, think most people think, you know, you can feed bread to ducks and stuff, and I guess it's become more widely known or accepted or whatever that bread is actually pretty bad for them like that. It can overstuff their stomachs or crops or whatever, and so you should not feed bread to ducks, I guess is the thing. But back then that was a really common thing to do. Take some old bread or whatever and take it out to the lake and break it up and throw it to the ducks and geese and stuff. And he used to take me to do that. Just me and Dad. Feeding the ducks. Going fishing with Dad. Pretty much anything with my dad. Except for maybe him dressing up as a vampire dad and going to see Cinderella with him. Maybe those are two I don't want to do again. Let's see, number 3. What's your favorite type of cuisine? Italian. Shoot. Yeah, I think it has to be Italian. I love some pastas, and okay, I've got tons of those. I love pasta and pasta-y dishes. Italian food in general, except for calamari. Yuck, 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 yuck. But otherwise, most Italian food I do enjoy. Right up there, kind of almost tied. I mean, it's like real close. Second is Mediterranean. Give me some Kalamata olives and some salmon. Give me some feta cheese. Give me that goodness. I do enjoy Greek. Give me some, isn't it Greek falafels? Give me some of those, and pitas and stuff. Yep. Naan bread and all that stuff. Is that Greek? That's Greek. Yeah. Give me all that stuff. I like it. Why do I keep trying to put my tweezers away? So yeah, Italian wins out just like by a breath, like just like a sliver, I guess. And then just right behind that, if Italian cuisine was wiped off the planet tomorrow, the next best thing would be Greek. Except for I don't like, how do you say them? Gyros, heroes, hyros. I don't like lamb. Please don't make me eat a baby sheep, or veal, or whatever. Any kind of lamb sheep situation. Don't like it. Can't even stand the smell of it. Nope, wrong number. I'm looking for 838, which is right here, which I think is also very, very full. Are you very, very full? I can't see. Oh, nope, you're very, very empty. Okay. Next question. If you could eliminate one thing from my daily routine, what would it be? Okay, so I want to eliminate one thing from my daily routine. What would? Oops, some oddballs got in there. Some stragglers, my bad. For my daily routine. I mean, if I eliminate this thing, does that mean like it doesn't exist? So if I say I'd like to eliminate showers from my daily routine, does that mean like I will wake up every day freshly showered and cleaned, like just naturally? Or does that mean if I eliminate showers, I am going to be a nasty, gross, stinky, BO hot mess? Okay, listen, if it's like erase the thing from the eliminate the thing from the daily routine, and it won't result in grossness like that, like it's like it doesn't ever exist, I would probably eliminate having to go to the bathroom. If I could eliminate, that's something I do routinely every day. Both forms, the 1 and the 2, and all the fun forms of 1 and 2 that come throughout life. You know, do you call it a number 3 if it's real bad? You know what I mean? Bad food poisoning, you know, that whole thing. I would, in every form of that, I would remove that, as long as that means that system is removed from the equation too, because I don't want to remove, like, okay, I'm going to eliminate going to the bathroom from my daily routine, and then like my bowels are going to build up and explode, or my bladder's going to build, you know what I mean? Like, you've got to remove all the waste for that to work. If that's not what the question meant, if the question meant like, I mean, because what could you really say? It has to mean it has to mean eliminating that like whole chore or that whole thing, because you could say I'd eliminate doing dishes from my daily routine, but then your sink can, like, what is going to happen with all the dishes you create? Are we eliminating dirty dishes, like you eat off of them and they magically clean themselves at the end? Like, how would that work? What are we talking about here? I need to know the details of like that to answer the dang question. These are too open and vague and broad. Okay, but I guess something I would eliminate from, if I have to pick something that, like, you know, wouldn't have too bad of consequences aside from like vitamin D issues, maybe deficiencies, I would eliminate going anywhere that required me to leave the house. I guess it kind of sucked to not go places occasionally, but I think I could probably be a pretty happy agoraphobe, to be honest. Like, if I was afraid to leave the house and I couldn't leave the house because I was so afraid, I would be totally fine with that. Like, I'm a homebody. I really kind of dislike going out. If I can stay home, I will try my best to, like, whatever argument gets me to stay home. I'm not afraid necessarily. I don't like crowded places. I don't like walking into movie theaters or restaurants and everybody turns and looks at you, or at least I feel like they do. I don't like crowded stores where there's the potential for people to annoy me and or to touch me even by accident. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't. I'd miss grocery shopping. I really like grocery shopping for some reason. It's very soothing. And extreme couponing, because, like, when you get a really good deal at the store with coupons and the store ends up paying you, or they can't believe you've got 2 carts worth and all you owe them is $5.32 for 2 carts of groceries, that's really fun. But I could live without that if it meant that I could eliminate the need to leave the house every day. Or not every day, but on any given day as part of my routine. Okay. Plus, there are bugs outside, and there's heat, hot sun, nasty yuck outside. So there's that. What's my favorite board game and or card game? Favorite. I've always been a huge Monopoly fan. We have multiple versions or editions, the collector's kind of thing of Monopoly. I guess Monopoly would probably be my favorite board game. I guess. I mean, I can't think of any others that I really... card game. Favorite card game used to be Uno for most of my life. I grew up on Uno, playing Uno with family, and as a kid, holidays and stuff, so I always looked forward to that. But I really do like Phase 10. I like Skip-Bo also. I still do like Uno, but I don't know that it's my favorite. There's another one I kind of like. Al got when we first moved in over here, and we needed something to occupy dead time. You know what I mean? Like, and it was called, like, I don't know, Neanderthal Poets or something. And it's kind of one of those, you have to convey a message. Like, the card will say, get the person to figure out that you're trying to say, I want to order French fries at McDonald's for dinner. But you can only use one syllable, like 1 syllable words. That one was pretty fun. And if you whoever, is doing the 1 syllable words, if they mess up and speak an actual multi-syllable word, you get to bonk them with this inflated club on the head. So we had a lot of fun with that one. We were beating each other up. Yikes. Sorry, that was loud. So, All right, so what's the next number? 30. Okay, so now we're, oh no, I might have it. 3712. I'm not ready to switch cases yet. 37. 37. Hello. 3712. Here you are. Oh, you're full. You're real full. Where are you going to go? And you kind of don't match what's in there. This is another one of those oddball ones that didn't really match the color in there, and there's not too many left. I think I might have to do the unthinkable here, folks. So what's the next question? If you had to be stuck in an elevator with a famous person, who would you choose? Oh, I have to be stuck in an elevator with a famous person. Who? I mean, the initial gut responses. All right, let's start thinking about some, hot, Hollywood male actors, right? But totally my heart is spoken for and taken, and not interested. Not interested. So no, it's not gonna be a dude. Or at least not a dude that I'd want to, do woman and dude things with. Maybe somebody who could get us out of it. Liam Neeson. I'm not a particular fan of his, but he has a lot of those Taken movies, and he always gets the people back, and he's always real, creative and whatever about it. So maybe, I don't know. Maybe Patrick Swayze, if I can, if it can be a deceased celebrity, that'd be cool. I should have answered that with the other question about who would I have dinner with, because that'd be a good one. I'd love to pick his brain and learn more about him and his life, what he thought of it. 3760, and about his movies. And anyway, yeah, I don't what, or maybe somebody that could make me laugh, a comedian or something. Kevin Hart. I would want to be stuck in the elevator with Kevin Hart so that I could be entertained the entire time until I got rescued. There's my final answer. If it has to be an alive one, Kevin Hart. He'll probably get annoying after a while if it's anything like his comedy act, but at least I'd be entertained for the first little bit, right? Ooh, no, I take it back. I changed my mind again. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, because he is funny, but also big and strong, and could probably get us out of it, and smart, from what I can tell. Not that I know the man personally, but yeah, me and Dwayne, we go way back. Me and the old Rock. See, what's one thing you admire about someone in your life? Well, first I had to pick someone. I think I admire about someone in my life. I admire, I don't know if I admire or if I want to just smack some sense into him, but I've always admired my dad's work ethic. Again, old school dude, he's one of those work until you die kind of guys. And if it's not communicable, come hell or high water, he's going to go to work. He's going to honor his commitments in that regard. He's not, he doesn't complain when they make him work 27 days straight with no days off. Well, he does, but to me, not at work, you know what I mean? Always had a strong work ethic. 3842. The strong, anytime I had a question, like, is this, you know, do I put up with this at work? Like, do I put up with this behavior? Is it okay? Would you leave or would you stay? Is this a good job opportunity? What do you think a fair salary I should, you know, discuss? You know, he's always been really good about that kind of stuff. And he is about, I'm sorry, Dad, if I'm going to get your age wrong. I apologize in advance. I don't think I'm about to get your age wrong, but I might be by a year. Sorry. But if I'm not mistaken, my father just turned either 69 or 70, and he's still working a full-time job. This blue doesn't exactly match. Am I gonna feel like this is a mistake? Does this blue need to maybe go in this ball? I don't want to mess up the Illini ball. I don't want to mess it up. Maybe I feel like a little too off. I don't like it in this one either. You know what? If I mess up the Illini ball, I kind of mess it up. Sorry, Dad, if I'm messing up the Illini ball right now. I'm sorry. But no, his work ethic, yeah, he is 69 or 70. I can't math right now. I know what year he was born. I just can't do the math. And he has prostate cancer, and he has like this water on the knees, swollen knees problem, and yet he refuses to retire. He just keeps working, and he works full-time on his feet all day. He is kind of like a butcher situation. He's works in the meat department of a grocery store. It's something, that is a career he has done his entire freaking life. His entire life. Since he was, you know, like 13, 14. Back then, you know, you could work that young, and he went to work with his dad, who did that as a profession. So he's had the same job his whole, you know, pretty much his whole life, same kind of career, and he sticks with it through thick and thin. 53 right here. And he goes to work, even though the man's got cancer and bad knees, and he still shows up and goes to work every day, full time. Yeah, that's a super trooper right there, if you ask me. Work ethic, folks. Something this newest generation, and, you know, like Al's generation, Leah, if you will, her generation. She's pretty good. I think I raised her pretty good with a pretty strong work ethic. She's very reliable and responsible, unless, you know, the manager is threatening to her, like the one at Michael's. But ooh, I might have messed up the ball on that one. That's not the right orange. Well, sorry, Dad. Sorry. You're gonna get this ball and like it anyway, because I said so. Just ignore the fact that it's the wrong orange. Okay, love you. But yeah, my dad and his work ethic. And I admire his perseverance. You know, despite age, despite pain, despite cancer, he is still working. If you could have any career for a day, what would you choose and why? Lawyer. That's what I went to school to be. 3859. It's what my medical situation has denied me my chance at. I did all the schooling. I passed. I have the degree. I just had a couple of mini strokes in the same day that screwed up my brain, and then they found lesions, MS lesions, when they were doing all those scans to check on the brain damage from the strokes. They found, hey, while we were there looking for brain damage from strokes, we found MS lesions and a tumor on your brain. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, ha 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 ha. It affects the memory part of my brain. Can't take the bar, so 62, I would be a lawyer for a day, because that was my lifelong dream, and I worked really hard to achieve it, just to have medical stuff snatch it from me. So there's that. Little bitter, can you tell? If you could have any band or musician perform a private concert for you, who would you choose? I would probably choose Creed, the band Creed. I know Sundown, Al, and I all like Creed, so I would pick something that a band everyone likes. If it was just personally for me and nobody else, just me, can only, I don't have to cater to anybody else. Maroon 5. I know what some people think and feel about Adam Levine and like the rumors of his behavior and being all cheaty and whatever. But personal rumory, drama, whatever that crap is aside, I like his music, so I'd pick him. And number 10. What is one thing you love about your hometown and or current city? Didn't really like much about my hometown, too much. Nothing stands out about it. So I'll go with current city, and I don't really live in a city. I don't really even live in a town. I live out in the country, but I guess I'll pick like the bigger town closer to me. I like that it has fast food restaurants that I can quickly and easily go drive through and pick something up. Yay! I like that it's, I don't know. I like the southern hospitality and stuff like that, I guess. All right. Oh, it's beautiful. The everything out here is beautiful. The scenery and stuff, and the greenery, and the atmosphere is beautiful, and the people are nice. That's my serious answer. Okay, you guys, I'm done with the kit down, and now it's time for me to kit up the McDonald's factory. I'm going to do that on my own this time, and spare you the longer, drawn-outer situation with that. But next time we do an event update or a whip and chat, you will see me working along on this McDonald's factory, unless it, does itself, which I don't foresee that happening. So there's that. All right. Thanks for hanging out with me. Yay. Let's go team on this event. And I will see you in the next video. Stay naughty.